How's it, Sean from Fitz? Welcome to the fourth tutorial, the fourth service tutorial, right, from Command. So welcome to the introduction to basic anti-submarine warfare tutorial. This is the fourth in the series of tutorials designed to teach players the fundamentals of surface operations in Command. In this tutorial, the following topics will be covered: operate active and passive hull sonar, engage targets with anti-submarine rockets, engage targets with over-the-side torpedoes, utilize sprint and drift movement, and perform combined ASW operations with embarked helicopters. Alright, so let's hit him. Hope not too much reading. It's loading up. Okay, so is there anything here we need to read? This mission is to detect and destroy a variety of underwater targets and simulated submarines operating in your area. You will need to make use of your sensors to detect and localize and identify underwater contacts before engaging while remaining in the time limit. Pop-ups, I think that just covers everything. Let's begin the tutorial. Night times again. I like these nighttime scenarios. Let's put it on. Let's see where we. Oh, it's daytime. Sorry. We are currently on station in our assigned area, exercise area, and an old and obsolete submarine has its weapons and sensors removed, and it's approximately 10 nautical miles to your north. Your frigate is equipped with ANSOS, SQS, whatever sonar, the bleeding edge of sonar technology when it was first introduced in the 1960s. The SOS sonar is capable of operating in passive and active mode. Passive mode is always operating. There is no action required from the player. Active mode needs to be turned on in the sensors dialog, F9, or in the ECO section. Active sonar is very much like radar in that it sends out energy, in this case sound energy, and analyzes the return energy that is reflected off objects in order to make the detections. Like radar, active sonar is also not generally able to determine the identity of an object, merely its presence and location. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. A corollary of this is that using active sonar also gives away your presence, as well as possibly your location and identity, in much the same way that using radar does. Yeah, it's very similar, because it's like radar. You put it out, you make it. You can pick the sonar pings up for nautical miles, kilometers. Passive sonar simply listens to sounds in the water and analyzes their characteristics to detect and identify targets. With enough sound and data contacts, it can be identified right down to the individual weapons within a class. And if the contact is held for long enough, a good estimation of the position can be made. Unlike active sonar, the use of passive sonar gives no outward indication that it can be detected by the platforms. It can't. You can't. If you're listening, you can't be detected. Sonar is both, in both its active and passive forms, is affected by external noise. The most important factor being contributing to the external noise is the speed of the platform. Yes. The sonar is attached to. For surface ships, passive sonar is of minimal use above 5 kilometers. Active sonar can still make make detections at speeds of up to 20 knots, but the range of which objects are detected is reduced markedly as the speed increases. Leave the sonar settings at their present preset state for now, and move north at 5 kilometers until you make a passive sonar contact. So we've got to go north at 5 kilometers an hour. What are we sitting with? We're sitting with this Thailand boat. It's just amazing how they can do this today with our modern computer systems. Okay, let's just put him on. Let's go north, plot north. Yeah, let's just plot up to there, north. Okay. And with speed, I think that's yeah, there it is. Speed, yeah, 5 nautical miles, and we'll leave it at that. Put it on. It's amazing today how they can simulate all of this on a computer, eh? Eesh, it's amazing how they got all this data in here. We have detected underwater. Hey, straight away, didn't give me a chance. An underwater contact. If you have been following the instructions, this will be passive sonar contact detected by this sonar here. Okay, so we did detect it. There he is. There he is now. Okay, note that there is an area of ambiguity around the contact, and that we do not have depth information for the contact. Let's see what do we have for it. Let me see. Yeah, no depth. Yeah, there's your well, I assume depth is altitude. Yeah. Okay. Right. The serum runner. We didn't have depth information for the contact, since passive sonar is a target motion analyst to deduce the position of the contact. It is normal to have some ambiguity about the position, the noise of the contact, and the better the sonar sensor, the less ambiguity there is. Fair enough. Now switch on active sonar. Right, let's just see what he's telling us. Switch on active sonar by clicking on the active sonar box next to the entry for that in the sensors, or by changing the unit ecom settings in the right side of the status bar. Note that the area of ambiguity disappears in a few seconds, and we now have a firm position for the contact. As mentioned earlier, the contact is an obsolete submarine that has its weapons and sensors removed. It's harmless. Close in until you have a type identification on the contact. Try different speeds and turning the active sonar on and off to see some of the factors determining whether the contact is able to be tracked. Okay. So he's saying, alright, well, we don't need this thing. We can turn it off, right? So let's close him. Right, he's talking about these things here. So that's it, yeah. Okay. There's no other. That's the one I'm putting on sonars, right? And let's just carry on it. No, sorry, but let's just carry on and creep. I hope I'm doing the right thing. We are putting on the sonar. Yeah, we've got sonar on. Okay, let's speed him up. And we are going at creep, eh? See if we can identify him. Speedy's going at 5 knots. See if we can pick him up. Maybe we're going. Let me just see. No, we don't want stop. Keep it at creep, I think. I don't want to switch this bloody... Okay. But it doesn't... Oh, there's this... Well, it didn't tell me. Yeah, so there's the 66 feet. SS attack submarine, but it doesn't tell me what it is though. We're now... Okay. Classification SS, right? Now we have a typed classification of SS, which indicates a diesel fleet submarine. Remember, SS, we still don't know what it is. Submarines either have either nuclear or conventional propulsion, and their roles can be broadly defined as strategic strike, e.g. nuclear ballistic missiles, or high volumes of conventional cruise missiles, or tactical, e.g. nuclear attack submarines, diesel patrol submarines, etc. Nuclear submarines are much faster, with some reaching in excess of 35 knots at flank speed, and have essentially unlimited range, but are typically larger and have a higher baseline level of noise from reactor pumps and other support systems, which cannot be turned off. Wow. Can't turn them off, eh? The main advantage of nuclear powered submarines is they can remain submerged indefinitely, as they produce their own oxygen to support the crew and have no need to recharge batteries using the diesel engines. Yeah, the thing with nuclear power, nuclear technology today, those aircraft carriers, I think one or two of those nuclear carriers, they can go for 25 years without refueling. They can drive around the world 150,000 times and not run out of any fuel. That's the power of nuclear. Those nuclear batteries got so much energy, man. They can go forever. Nuclear, they don't need to top up with fuel. It's amazing. Nuclear powered aircraft carriers. Diesel, also known as conventional, also called conventional, submarines are much slower than nuclear submarines and are limited in their range by the amount of fuel they carry. While operating on the surface or snorkeling at periscope depth, conventional submarines use their diesel engines to recharge an array of batteries that power the submarines when it's completely submerged. Running the diesels is noisy, and the exhaust fume from the snorkel can be detected from quite a distance by aircraft and infrared sensors. While running on battery power, however, a conventional submarine is extremely quiet and therefore very difficult to detect. This, combined with their small size and low cost, makes conventional submarines a popular choice by many of the world's navies. Continue to close with the submarine and hold contact until you are able to make a positive identification with passive sonar. Okay, well, we've got then the let's keep it at 15. Keep it real, man. We still haven't made a positive contact, but I understand how you got to do it. It's all... I love the music to this. I don't know where they found it. It's like the music for It's not the same music as War in the East 2, but I love the music for War in the East 2. I love it. I love it. It's one of the, I don't know where they got that tune, are they? But I love that music. And I love Command's music as well. I love the music tone, the music score. What now? It's just a mean identified. We know it's a attack submarine. Blood course. Well, okay, let's just make it one. This thing. Okay, let's just go over it. Let's just see if we could just drive over it if we can't. Am I supposed to stick this? Oh, there. No, that's not it. It's still not finding what this is. Maybe I must take off my sensors. See if we can do it with passive sonar. I'll go past it. Plot course. Still not picking anything up. Where did my plot course go? Oh. Still nothing. Well, when am I supposed to identify this, Let me try and... I'm right on top of him. Plot course. I've taken the sonar off. Well, I should have just left it on. Okay. Finally! Jeez. How long would it take to do that? Okay, let's have a look at the submarine. Oh, you can't take this off now. No, you can't. Okay, I can. Yeah, it's 1959. This looks like a Second World War submarine. Indonesia. Yes, it looks like a Second World War sub, man. 1959. Alright. And there's all its sonar suites and whatever. They even modeled it from 1959. Okay, so let's just see what he says here. We've positively identified that most modern warships are equipped with over-the-side torpedo launchers stocked with light weight torpedoes. These are the same torpedoes that they dropped from aircraft. They have a limited range and relatively small warhead, and compared to the heavyweight torpedoes carried by submarines. Outside this training scenario, closing with a submarine with intention to attack it using lightweight torpedoes fired from a surface ship is not recommended. Okay. Against modern submarines with wire-guided torpedoes, these lightweight torpedoes are little more than self-defense weapons. The most common use of these is over-the-side launches. Is to fire a snapshot down the bearing of a targeted incoming torpedo before the commencing evasive maneuvers. The chances of destroying the submarine are slim, but the possibility of forcing the submarine to break its guidance wire is quite high, and this increases the ship's chances. So basically, this is like an defense mechanism, like shaft and stuff, that the torpedoes on the ships. They're not meant to sink torpedoes. They're meant to shoot at the torpedo, shoot at the submarine, so they can break their wire guidance if they launch a submarine torpedo. With that said, the submarine we're about to engage has all the sensors, weapons removed, and is no threat. Engage and sink the submarine with torpedoes from your frigate. Just remember that this is not how you should routinely engage submarines with surface ships. I agree, okay? You may also wish to practice bearing-only launches, simulating the response from a detected incoming torpedo. Control F1, click on a position within the torpedo range of your ship. A weapons allocation dialog will appear with a position as a target. This is where the torpedo will commence its search pattern to set the position to close with the thing. Okay, this is control. What is it? Control F1. What's he? Let's go and have a look here. Control. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that. Well, I'm pressing Control F1. Maybe it's this. If we hit a manual target, what would that? Okay, that brings up the torpedoes and the mark loads and whatever. And yeah, we can. I don't want to allocate all of them. Let's just say we hit a. Okay, let's just say we. Well, that auto target. Okay, hang on. Speed. Stop. Okay, stop. I did say stop, didn't I? Or is this thing not? Let me delete that. I mean, it takes a bit of time. Stop. Okay, we're gonna let that thing go. Okay. Okay. I'll use the manual if the thing doesn't. Okay. Good work. We destroyed the old submarine using tactics that would get us sunk under normal conditions. Let's sharpen things up a bit. Your frigate is equipped with anti-submarine rocket launcher torpedoes, which have been temporarily disabled. They will be enabled when you are cleared to fire at your next target. The AS are distinct anti-submarine rockets like the RBU series employed in on Soviet Russian-built ships, and essentially lightweight torpedoes attached to a booster rocket with a guidance. It's like those depth charges. The booster flies to the target, and once in position, the LD is deployed and it begins a search pattern. This is different from dropping from a helicopter and is an effective way to engage a submarine at arm's length if a helicopter is not available. There is a noisy old nuclear submarine operating at reference point whatever. It is considered to be within 12 nautical miles of the RP Echo, but still gives us a 450 square nautical mile search. Set a course to the Echo and set your speed to flank. Ensure the sonar is set to passive to avoid giving away our presence. Okay, so we can... Okay, there's the RP Echo, must be. Okay, so there we go. Oh, sorry, man. Plot course. Okay. Let's make sure that the sonar's off. Everything's off. Yep. It's all switched off. Okay, and set our speed to flank. Okay. Should be turning now. Sorry. Let's make it 5. So we get. There's the RP Echo. Okay, 15. Oh, it's going up. Don't realize the ocean is so large. I don't like this thing because it's just... Oh. Okay. Alright. We are approaching the RP Echo and currently just outside the first convergence zone. A simple level of convergence zones are ring-shaped areas surrounded by a sonar receiver where the sound can be diverted as it travels in the curved path through the water. Convergence zones only occur in deep water, and the distance between them varies according to environmental factors. As general rule, however, they are around 30 nautical miles apart. Looking at our frigate with the underwater sensors map setting on. Okay, all right, on. We can that one underwater settings on. We can see a shaded green circle. Okay, that must be it. These are the map settings. Okay, they are on. These are the map. A shaded green. So there's the shaded green. All right. Looking at the frigate with underwater, we can see a shaded green circle representing the convergence zone. In some cases, you may see multiple convergence zones, but this case is only one. All right, there is only one. Since the submarine we're now hunting is armed and dangerous, we want to maximize the distance at which we detect it. The convergence zone effectively extends the range of our hull sonar. So to take advantage of this, we should slow down so that our passive sonar is able to listen effectively. I agree. We have quite a lot of area to cover and a limited amount of time. To cover the more ground, we can use the sprint drift movement. Open up the speed and altitude dialog by pressing F2. Check the title called Sprint. Sprint and Drift. Talking about this. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Yeah. And move the speed slider to set your desired average speed to 12 knots. The crew will then alternate between drifting at creep and speed to listen for contacts, and sprinting at flank speed to cover the ground. The duration of each sprint phase and drift phase will depend on the desired average speed. This is a trade-off that sacrifices continuous sensor coverage for speed and ground. Configure a ship to sprint and drift directly towards the RP. If you wish to use active sonar to detect the target, if you wish, you may. But remember, this will also give away your presence and location. Unlike the last one, this target is armed. Okay, we won't give it away. We'll use the sprint and drift, and we'll put it down to sprint and drift. Okay, and we'll go down to, we'll put it down to 12. We'll use that for 12 and the sprint and drift. Okay, let's get going. He is sprinting and drifting, right? Just keeping in a sprint and drift 12 nautical miles. We'll keep the passive sensor on, just to see if we can get something going there. Okay, let's just... Sprint and drift. Oh, I'm going at that speed, right? Oh yeah, there it is. I still can't find it. It's 90s. Come here. Well, this is the... I don't know what this range is. That's a surface web. I'll leave it on. Okay, so it's just measuring. I don't want to go any faster. There's no middle road here. Okay, maybe we can... Okay, we've detected an underwater contact. Turn off the sprint and drift. Set your speed to creep and alter the course towards the contact if necessary to close and... So turn off our sprint and to creep. But where's the... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Sorry, man. No, sprint and drift, alter it to creep. And sprint and drift. Just see that's. Let's just make sure it's doing that. Okay, down to creep and take off the sprint drift. Okay, let's just get the speed going. Okay, we've classified the target as an SSN. It's very likely that this is our target, but we should wait for a positive ID before engaging. So you set your speed to creep and alter the course towards the contact if necessary, and close to investigate. A positive ID. Okay, so okay, I've set it to plot course sprint creep. Okay, I'm doing what you say. Is that thing? Is it going? Okay, is that thing? All right, it's higher than that. Let's see if we can positively identify this bugger. Hey, this is a better way to detect submarines, man. This is great this way. No chart and protractors and funny pencils and all that shit. None of that. Those are teaching me. This seems like logical the way they should do it. We have identified. You are clear to engage it with your ARCs. Okay, so we can. Okay, so we can manually target this. Okay. Okay, I've put it. That's like a Mark 41. This is the ARC, right? ARC. See, I'm firing one. Okay, let's just see. Okay, let's let that go. And we'll fire another one. Okay, we can fire two. Why? Okay, so that's three of them going. Okay. Hang on, that's too fast. What submarine is it? It's this November 1973 thing. Okay, so let's just. These are the ALCs. This. Oh, it comes off. Hey, it fires off the ship's deck, eh? Yeah, I knew it did. I thought maybe on the side, but it like fires. It's like this amazing thing we can do with today, eh? Okay, let's just see if this thing hits. No, it drops off into the water and then it. Okay. Alright. So it shoots. It's got this thing, man. Anti-submarine warfare. It shoots. Then it drops into water and it's like a torpedo. It goes searching. Nice work. The last submarine. This one was a real threat. Engaging with ASC allowed us to engage while keeping out of ranges. Wow, that's brilliant. That your embarked ASW helicopter is now ready for action in our final serial. Shipborne ASD helicopters are broadly categorized as hunters, killers, or hunter-killers. Hunters are equipped with sensors that engage them to independently detect, track, and identify submarines. Killers are armed with weapons that enable them to destroy detected submarines. Hunter-killers are equipped with both sensors and weapons. Hunter-killers are by far the most common configuration for modern. Yes, obviously you would have a hunter-killer. Why would you have a hunter and no killer aircraft? And pure hunter aircraft are almost unheard of since the late 70s. Yes, why would you ever have a plane that's just purely a hunter without being a killer? I suppose the technology was like that, eh? Let's take a look at the aircraft we have at our disposal. Open the Ops menu by pressing F6 and click on the hyperlink aircraft type and open its data entry. Where are we? F6. Well, yeah, okay. We have embarked a Lynx 300, which is equipped with radar. All this other stuff, mad. Of these sensors, the radar may catch an unlucky submarine and periscope it. The ELINT may detect a careless submarine using its radar. The FLR might detect a snorkeling diesel sub, and the MAD may pick up a relatively large submarine that is operating at shallow depth in deep water. None of these are exactly great situations to rely on for detecting a submarine, okay? Or in the expanse of the ocean. Examining the equipment loadout reveals that our helicopter is also equipped with LVTs and a few active sonar buoys. Sonar buoys are the best way. Active only sonar buoys have short range, which can be easily detected and therefore avoided by submarines. They may be effective at scaring off a potential submarine, but they are not effective for area search. Fair enough. Based on all of this, we can deduce that our embarked, we must use passive ones. Our embarked ASW is suited to a killer role. Its sensors are adequate and to localize the contact detected by other platforms, and it carries weapons to attack if the contact is deemed hostile. It does not, however, have sensors that are effective at area search. Okay, in our current situation, the lone surface ship with a killer type ASW conducting open water is highly recommended. It is highly recommended that the helicopter be kept on deck until an underwater contact is detected by the surface ship. Once it is assessed that the contact is likely, the helicopter is then launched to localize and destroy. Okay, so it hasn't got sensors to kill necessarily. You've got to find the submarine, fix it, send the helicopter. You can't. But I've seen them send helicopters, where the helicopters go and fly around and drop sonar buoys and ping and whatever. But the ship is, the main thing is the ship is the killer. Plot a course to the RP Foxtrot to the west, where the old noisy nuclear submarine is on patrol. Manage your speed and sensors in order to detect the submarine operating within 12 nautical miles of the. Leave your helicopter to continue readying for the moment. It will become available automatically when you need it. Manage your speed and sensors in order to detect the submarine operating within 12 nautical miles. It will become available. Okay. There we go. Oh, sorry. There. So this is the Hey, database. Oh, just on this bloody thing. I know, I continue to be amazed, eh? Okay, so. I think we'll do a sprint and drift till we get close enough, and then we'll switch over to creep. I'm just assuming let's do that. Hope that's going to be alright, eh? Yeah, throttle. Sprint and drift. And we can... Oh, 12. We'll switch this to 12. Yeah. And we'll use sprint and drift. I'm just taking a chance here. Oh shit. Ooh. Just trying to sprint and drift. Okay, so now we can switch the throttles. I like to switch this on. Okay. Wait, that's not. We've detected underwater contact. For the purposes of this exercise, it's assumed that it's probable that this is a probable submarine. All weapons have been removed from your ship, but your ASROC is now armed and ready to search. All weapons have been removed from our ship. Launch your helicopter and direct it to engage the underwater contact. Be sure to keep your ship safe from the underwater contact. If you are unsuccessful in destroying the target with the two carried on your helicopter, you can access a special action that will bring your helicopter immediately to ready status once it's back on the deck. Click on the special actions button in the toolbar. There's special actions in the toolbar. Game special action, and select the special action named ready SA. Okay, and click execute. They go immediately ready off and take and make another attack. Okay, so we must launch the helicopter, direct it to engage the target with contact F1. Be sure that you keep your ship at a distance from the underwater. Okay. If you're unsuccessful in destroying the target with the two on the helicopter, you can access a special action. Bring your helicopter back to the ready status once it's back on the deck. Okay, and then we click on that. Okay, so we can always read that again. Okay, so let's launch this baby. Ah shit. Okay, launch individually. Okay, and we'll just carry on going forward, and we'll make this 5, and let's launch the helicopter, and then we'll fly him down there. I did press that thing. Chinook. Okay, so fly plotter course to there for now. Okay, and then we'll send the attack. That's the helicopter going, right? No, man. You are supposed to go there. The helicopter is supposed to... Yeah, the links, man. Plot the course to there. Yeah, what the hell, man? Okay, so we're now supposed to... yes, those two. Okay, so I've sent it to allocate that. Manual. Hmm. And why is this thing flying this bloody stupid way? Let's delete that. Manually engage. You know what? Why not just auto-engage the damn? Where's it going? Jeez. Where are you going, oh? Manually engage the target over there. Okay, just... Okay. Manually engage that target. There. Where do we clear that? Okay. Right. There. Wait. Clear it. Deallocate. Right. Okay. Now, go. And we're going to manually engage that, right? Okay. That's fine. Oh. Okay. Now, who are the targets, man? Yeah. Better. Why didn't you do that before? Yeah, it's like a homing thing. I'm gonna have to use the special operations. I think so. Okay, so that's now we need to use special operations. Okay, get him on there. Special ops. Execute. Oh, okay. It's reading. Okay, so we must wait till it's reading. I don't think this thing is gonna sink in, bro. Okay, so. Okay, so there he's reading. 3 hours, eh? Special ops. Execute. Okay, so that's done. Wait a minute. Okay, so launch individually. Well, I didn't mean to do that. He fired a bloody weapon. Maybe this will kill it. Where's the helicopter? Links. Why does this thing turn all black when it's... Ah! Well, I don't know. Congratulations, we were able to make use of active and passive sonar, over-the-side weapons, and drift and sprint maneuvering, and then embarked to detect and destroy targets. Did I destroy it? We don't know. We don't know. Okay, I got it. Did I actually destroy that thing, though? Oh! I don't know if I destroyed that. Oh, well, look now. It doesn't... Those are the expenditures. Yeah. Let me just look now. Let me just close it. Yeah, destroyed it. But it was actually not a helicopter. That special munitions that thing fired to destroy that thing. This little bow, this little... whatever thing didn't get the submarine, even though it was noisy. But that thing that was fired from the ship, I didn't realize that ship would fire something. I think I pressed the wrong button there. I don't know what happened. The helicopter wasn't going to do it. But anyway, we destroyed it. We learned some lacquer things here, man. I enjoyed this sonar immensely. Especially the surface, the hunt and killer, and the hide and seek. I love that with modern submarines. The Second World War, I'm done with that. That's, the old pea shooter can only go so deep type. I like modern submarine warfare. The hunt, the hide and seek element of it is actually great. So we learned basically the basics of hunting submarines with this. What's our last one? We're doing another one after this one. Let's have a look. Let's see what the last one is. Yeah, that's the... Oh, shit. It's got yellow there. That's the problem. Welcome to the Basic Service Operation Exam. A post-tron. This is the 5th. And look at the difficulty and the complexity. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to get through this successfully, but it's the final exam. All right, I think I covered everything. Sean from Fitz, good day on you.